Start.
Today we are going to see the journal proper book. Journal proper book is in a just like other journals such as a cash journal, purchase day journal, sales day journal, and purchase return, sales return, bills receivable, bills payable. Like that, this is also one of the journals book, and this is called a journal proper. What are the entries will be entered in the journal proper? Generally, all cash transaction will be entered in the cash book, and credit purchases will be entered in the purchase day book. Credit sales will be entered in the sales day book, and sales return, credit sales return will be entered in the sales return book, and purchase return will be entered in the purchase return book, or a return outward book. And other than that, some transactions such as depreciation on assets, purchase of asset, return of the asset, bad debts, and in addition to some other transaction related to the bills of exchange that we'll discuss in the next chapter, bills of exchange are entered in the journal proper. Now let us see the sum. First, record the following transaction in the book of journal proper 2014 May 5th. Purchase 10 chairs on credit from Modern Furniture account at rupees 2,500 each. Return 2 chairs to Modern Furniture, and the proprietor took some stock for his personal use. It's a drawing account. And salaries outstanding. Salaries are the expenses. All the expenses are debited according to nominal account rule. Salaries outstanding account, and rent outstanding. This is rent is a income. So all the income is credited. Okay, rent account is here credited. Here salaries account is debited. Next, depreciation rupees 200 charged on furniture, and bad debt from one customer for rupees 4,000 is outstanding. That means one of the customers have not paid the money. He declared himself as a insolvent, so it cannot be recovered from him. Now let us pass the journal entries. Journal proper, date column, particulars column, ledger folio column, debit column, credit column. 2014 May 5th. Furniture account is debited to Modern Furniture's account. That is 10 into 2,500, 25,000. And this being 10 shares purchased on credit basis. Now close this bracket. This gets over. Next one, return May 7th. May 7th. Returned 2 chairs. What is the cost of 2 chairs? 1 chair cost 2,500, 2 chairs cost 5,000. Now this entry will be reversed. Modern Furniture account is debited to furniture account. 2,500 into 2, 5,000. Being 2 chairs returned. Next comes May 10th. A proprietor took some of the stocks for his personal use. Personal use means drawing account. May 10th. Drawing account is debited to purchases account. Purchases means stock. Stock is always as asset. All the assets are in DR balance, DR side. When stock is reduced, it will come in the CR side. How much? 1,800. Being stock is taken by the owner. Next transaction, Salaries outstanding. I told you already, salaries expense. All the expenses are debited according to nominal account rule. Now let us write down this transaction. May 31st, salaries account debited to salaries outstanding account. Salaries outstanding account, how much? 2000 rupees. Being salaries outstanding account is credited. Next, May 31st. Rent outstanding. Actually, this is not outstanding. We can call it as a arrears. Because it's being an income, it cannot be outstanding. Only for expenses, we can call it as a outstanding. For income, we have to call as a rent. We can use like the words like arrears like this. Rent, arrears. Arrears in rent. Arrears in rent. Rent account, rent receivable is an income. All income are credited. Then what will be the debited? Rent in arrears account is debited. Account is debited to rent account, because rent is an income. All the incomes are credited. Here salaries is expense. All the expenses are debited according to the nominal account rule. Being rent in arrears is debited. How much? 800. Now next we'll write here. Here we'll write the date. Salaries outstanding is over. Rent in arrears is over. Next, depreciation account. When asset is increasing in value, it should be debited. When asset is decreasing in value, it should be credited. This is May 31st, 2014. Depreciation account is debited to depreciation on furniture, to furniture account. Here 2000 is charged on furniture. Being depreciation is charged on furniture. When a furniture asset is reduced in value, it should be credited. Otherwise, it will be in debited. It will be in debit side. 2014 May 31st. A bad debt account. Bad debt is a loss. All the loss and expenses are debited according to the nominal rule. Okay. Now we have to write the bad debt account. Account is debited to debtors account. Because one of the customer only failed to pay the money. So we have to credit him. Otherwise, debtors, all the debtors are the assets of the company. All the customers are the assets of the company. It should be debited. Because the debtor is reducing in value, we are putting in the credit side. We are writing in the credit side. Being bad debt is recorded. Likewise, these journals are entered in the journal proper book. Now let us see the next topic, which is called the trial balance and the errors in trial balance. Even though technically, arithmetically, everything is recorded correctly, but sometimes there may be some mistakes or errors will be there. How to first let us find out the errors, then we'll find out the way for rectifying the errors. We'll see in the next video.